for Desire Cruises. I know that right now, tourism is starting to pick up, and we are very happy about that. It has, on our end, it started to pick up nicely for our cruises. So we are excited to give you the information regarding our upcoming cruises and our concept in general. For those of us who are not familiar with Desire and the concept, this is going to be a great 20 minutes, maximum 30 minutes. I like to talk so that you guys can get a really good understanding of what it is that we offer, what your clients can experience and can look forward to when they join us on the cruise. Before I get started, Monse, and maybe in the chats, can everybody hear me okay, clearly? Can we understand what I'm saying? Just go ahead and throw a yes and no if we can get that, just so I want to make sure that you guys can all hear all of the wonderful things I have to say. Ding, 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 ding.
Yep, it looks like everyone can hear you.
Awesome. Alrighty, so let's get started. So, Desire Cruises. After 3 very successful Desire Cruises, we are very excited to welcome all of our guests aboard for an experience literally like no other. It's been a long year for all of us, and we know that there's still, some difficult months ahead of us still. However, with everything that has been going on, we are very excited to look forward to a very bright Desire Cruise future. What we offer your clients is an onboard our cruises, 100% chartered cruises, okay? It's unique, sensual, couples only experience with clothing optional areas, filled with couples from all over the world, erotic theme nights, interactive workshops and seminars, and exclusive spaces for our couples to get to know each other. Our 2021 and 2022 cruises will sail with the world-renowned Azamara Cruises, and we will be boarding all 3 ships for our cruises. We'll be boarding Journey, Quest, as well as Pursuit. These 3 ships, for those of us that are not familiar with them yet, offer luxury, top-of-the-line service, as well as the perfect backdrop for our Desire staff to transform the ship for our one-of-a-kind concept. This is, for those of you that are familiar with Azamara, this is one of their ships. The Desire name, they don't have that on their ships yet. We're working on it, folks. We're working on it. Currently, it's photoshopped on there. But this is an idea for those of you that aren't familiar with the ship of what that's going to look like. Now, what are the top selling features for our Desire Cruises? The number 1 top selling feature is their premium beverage package. The premium beverage package is included when your client purchases the cabin from you. Now, for those of us that are familiar with cruises, we know that when we get on board a cruise, we have to pay additional for our beverages, specifically talking alcoholic beverages. Now, the nice thing is that we've already incorporated this package in the price of the cabin. So one thing that a client will not have to worry about at the end of their cruise is that $600, $700, $800 bill, depending on how much they like to drink, for the beverage package, okay? Now, if we also familiar with Azamara, we know that they have 2 types of beverage packages. The premium beverage package, which is included, and I invite you guys on your free time to visit our website, and we're going to take a look at our website a little further down. And under the extra services tab, you're going to see beverage packages there, and you'll be able to see a list of the brands that come included with the premium beverage package, which is a quite extensive brand list. Now, that's obviously subject to change. There might be a brand or 2 here that by the time we board, if they've run out of those, replace it with a similar and same quality brand, okay? But that's the number 1 top selling feature in terms of what's included for the client when they're purchasing the cabin, okay? Also, 4 superior dining options are included. They range between all-inclusive, the buffet, which as of right now, it'll be assisted buffet until things change, an a la carte dining, a pool restaurant, room service is also included, which is awesome. And of course, there's also the option of the afternoon cafe that offers breakfast items, lunch items, and then in the evening, they offer dessert items to accompany our coffees. Another thing that's included is the prepaid gratuities. Again, for those of us that are not familiar with cruises, when you board a cruise every day on your TV screen, you will see a charge for prepaid gratuities. This goes to the very hardworking staff that's on board the Azamara ships, and this goes directly to the Azamara staff. This is not the Desire staff, okay? So this goes to the very hardworking women and men that work behind the scenes, waiters, waitresses, all that fun stuff. The prepaid gratuities are also included when the cabin is purchased. So clients will not see that daily gratuity added to their bill. These are two very high items that the client will not have to worry about at the end of their stay, okay? Another important thing that goes with our concept is our playroom. For those of us that aren't familiar with what a playroom is or what a Desire playroom is, it's basically an intimate space where couples can enjoy the freedom to engage intimately with their significant other. This is a closed off area on the ship that can't be seen when you're passing by. This is an area that is obviously exclusive to couples. Now, we know that our cruise is couples only. And I mention this specifically because if I'm on the cruise ship with my significant other and they're not feeling well and they want to stay in their cabin and I don't, I want to go out and I want to go to the bar, I want to go to the pool, or in the evening, I want to go to, the evening theme night. I would be able to participate in all those events, but I would not be able to enter the playroom, okay? I can only enter if I'm there with my significant other, okay? Now, what else do we got? A nightclub. So every night we have our DJs, and they put on a great night of dancing. And we also have theme nights every night. And on our next sailing, we will have a daytime pool party because we will be at sea one day. So that'll be a lot of fun. We also hire our own entertainment staff. The Azamara staff is amazing. It's awesome. However, their clientele on a regular Azamara cruise is slightly different than our Desire cruises. With that being said, we just want to make sure that when we do a Desire cruise, that everything regarding the concept surrounds our Desire concept. And this also translates into the evening shows, the outdoor show that we do once a night. Once a cruise, usually the white night where we do it outside on the pool deck with live music. So we just make sure that all of our entertainment, our shows, and our performances are all Desire concepts. So we hire our own staff and we bring them on board to make sure that all guests are getting the true Desire experience. And of course, amazing staterooms and facilities on board the Azamara, as well as the wonderful destinations and ports that we will be visiting. I'm so excited. I don't know about you guys because I can't see you and I can't hear you, but I know I can feel the excitement through the computer. So this is one of the nights that we're showing you. This is a real night, and this is our white night. And the dinner's held outside. Entertainment, music, dancing, socializing is done outside. This is probably one of the most popular nights on board. So our next sailing will be this October 2021. Now, before I start getting into the itineraries, I want to address this right to the beginning is the protocols. What are the protocols? I know I'm not sure if the chat's already been blowing up with questions about protocols and what's going to be allowed, what's not going to be allowed, what they're going to have to do. As of today, we have not been sent the official protocols for our cruise sailing in October. Now, there are cruise ships that have been sailing for months. There are cruise ships that have been sailing since last August, and there are cruise ships that will start sailing this summer in May, June, and July. Now, the protocols that they will be launching for these sailings coming up this summer may differ in October. They may also remain the same. Today, April 27th, we do not have, the cruise line has not said for your October sailing, these are going to be the protocols, A, B, C, or D. Now, what are we hearing now? Right now, we're hearing that guests will have to be vaccinated to get on board. That's something that some ships are doing. Other ships are saying either vaccination or a negative test prior to boarding. Some are also saying vaccination, negative test prior to boarding, and or proof that you've already have it and you're in the time frame of the chance of not contracting it or giving it. Okay, so What they're sending out today are for sailings that are sailing within the next couple months. Since our cruise is 5 months away, the cruise ship has decided to hold off just a little bit more. This may mean 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 week, a month, 6 weeks before they let us know exactly what the protocols will be for our October sailing. As soon as we have those protocols, we will of course communicate that with all of our book clients, all of the agents that promote and sell our cruises. So no worries about that. But today we are talking about our cruises as they are today, okay? So the Rome Athens cruise is the next one that leaves in October. Very excited, from the 9th to the 16th, leaving from Rome, Italy, spending 1 full day in Rome, and then we will sail away in the evening. The next day we arrive in Sorrento, Italy. Absolutely beautiful. For those of you who have not been, definitely an option. We still have cabins if you're interested. After a day in Sorrento, we'll sail away. The next day we will arrive in Syracuse, Sicily. We'll spend a wonderful day in Sicily, and then the next day will be our day at sea. That will be the day. Our days at sea are absolute crazy fun parties. That's the best way I can describe it. Our pool is converted into a daytime pool party. We have a theme for this year's pool party. It's not mandatory. It's 100% guest choice. We love to encourage our clients to participate. So if clients ask you regarding the theme nights on our website, they can see the theme nights as well as a small description of what we would recommend in terms of clothing to match that theme night. However, at the end of the day, however they feel comfortable joining us for the theme nights, that's completely fine with us, okay? And then after we spent a day of games, contests, music, great DJs, great performances in the pool, we'll prepare for an amazing night on board. And then the next day we will wake up in Santorini, Greece. Very excited about spending a day here. And after a fun-filled day in Santorini, we will be sailing off to Kusadasi or Ephesus in Turkey, a very cultural port. So this is a great option for those guests who maybe want to explore Turkey and they've never had an opportunity. This will be a great option. After a day in Ephesus, we will be Friday in Mykonos, Greece. Very excited about this as well. And then sadly, this will be our last port before we head back to our final port in Athens on the 16th. And our 8-day, 7-night cruise sadly comes to an end. We do have cabins left on this cruise, not many. So if you have clients that are interested in cruising sooner rather than later, please feel free to visit our website and book cabins while we still have them available at the amazing prices that we currently also have available. We spoke about the premium beverage package. Remember, this is a top selling feature that you want to make sure that clients know. There are other charters, amazing charters that offer similar concepts to ours, couples only, clothing optional areas, sexy, sensual, and they're amazing charters with great itineraries and great companies. The difference here is that we do offer the premium beverage package. So the client does have a little bit of a plus when they book one of our desired cruises because of this added perk along with the prepaid gratuities. This is a real picture of our theme nights with our sexy, fun, and crazy entertainment staff. The boobs on the nose, that's 100% mandatory, folks. All right? Okay. Unless you guys didn't even see that, but. Provocative entertainment, for those of you that are familiar with our Desire Resorts here in Cancun, and I say here because that's where I am right now, the provocative entertainment that guests have come to love at the resorts is the style and the concept of what we bring on board. Okay, so this is the dance troupe that we brought on our Mediterranean 2019 cruise, and it was an absolute success. Our dancers are very familiar with our concepts, and so all of their performances and all of their shows go perfectly with what we try to transmit with our Desire concept. We spoke about our Playroom, our couples-only intimate space. This is a wonderful space to spend some time with your significant others, all right? Options for dining. We mentioned that we have 4 included dinings, and Azamara also has 2 specialty restaurants. These specialty restaurants we see here in this slide, and the 2 that we see is Aqualina, which is the Italian specialty, and the Prime C, which is the steak restaurant. These two are the specialty restaurants. There is a minimal cover charge for these restaurants. So you pay the cover charge and then you can order whatever it is you like from the menu. Okay. Now, important to note, with our cruises, the suites, the 4 suites that we have these 2 restaurants also included. So if you're looking at the website and you're seeing our owner suite, our spa suite, our ocean suite, and our continent suite, those 4 suite categories have all of these 6 restaurants that you're seeing included. Okay. Also, a super bonus for those suites when reserving, they have those additional perks included. And then the 4 that we see above, those are the included dining venues for all of our guests on board, from the interior stateroom all the way to the top. Our Discoveries, which is the main dining, and that's an a la carte, and every evening it changes, the menu changes, and usually they'd like to pair it up with the port that we're visiting. Okay, so great option. That's open for dinner, and it's also open for lunch while we're at sea. Breakfast while we're at sea. Okay, the Windows Cafe is the buffet restaurant. Currently, right now, what the cruise line has told us is that for October, we can expect the assisted buffet. And that's not an issue at all, not a problem at all. It just means that that somebody will be assisting you in serving the food when you go up to the counter. So that's not a problem at all. The patio, which is our grill side, so that's poolside. And that's a great option for lunchtime for hamburgers, hot dogs, pizzas, salads, nachos, all that fun, non-healthy food. And then, of course, the Mosaic Cafe. This is a great option. I consider this like the Starbucks, because you can get your macchiatos and your cafe lattes and your fancy cappuccinos and your fancy coffees that you would get at Starbucks. So that's basically where clients can go get those. And in the morning, they have pastries, baguettes. In the afternoon, they have sandwiches. And then, of course, in the evening, they have the amazing desserts. For those of you who have not been, this is a Silvina favorite spot. Our 2022 cruises. We currently have 3 cruises on sale for 2022. The first one is our Desire Lisbon Ibiza cruise, leaving May 19th until the 26th. This is also a open jaw cruise. It leaves out of Lisbon, Portugal, and the final stop will be in Barcelona, Spain. This cruise is also 8 days and 7 nights. Spending the first day, we will be in Lisbon. We will sail away the next day in the afternoon. We will arrive in Sevilla, Spain. We will spend an overnight in Sevilla, and then we will leave Saturday morning from Sevilla, and we will have the Saturday daytime and afternoon on board, and that's where we will be doing our pool party. And then on Sunday, we arrive in Gibraltar in the UK. We'll spend a full day there. We'll sail away in the evening, and the next day we arrive in Malaga, Spain. We'll spend a full, beautiful day in Malaga, and then the next day we will sail away and arrive in the afternoon in Ibiza, Spain, where we will spend an overnight in Ibiza. In the Mediterranean 2019 Desire Cruise, we had an overnight in Ibiza, and it was a overall amazing success. At one point, there was 98% of our clients were not on board, and they were out enjoying Ibiza. So we look forward to this next year, May, basically a year from now. And then we will sail away, and the last day of our cruise ends in Barcelona, Spain. The following cruise available for 2022 is in September, leaving from Athens to Athens, also 8 days and 7 nights. We will leave on the 17th from Athens, arrive the next day in Santorini, spend a nice, beautiful day in Santorini. And then the 19th on Monday, we will be in Rhodes, spend a full day there. On Tuesday, we will be going to Ephesus. And if you guys remember, we will be seeing this in October. And so we'll be doing this one again on September of 2022. Then on Wednesday, we will be in Patmos, but that should be Greece, not Turkey. There was a little error here. We'll get that fixed for you. That's Patmos, Greece, not Patmos, Turkey, FYI. And then on Thursday, we will be in Mykonos, spending an overnight in Mykonos. And then our last day, we will be returning to Athens. This is a very popular itinerary. This is one of the itineraries, similar itineraries, not the exact same ports, that we were going to be doing in September of 2020. And sadly, because of COVID, on that cruise was canceled. So we're looking forward to this itinerary. And last but definitely not least, our last cruise of 2022 and the best way to say goodbye to 2022. This is our New Year's Eve Rio de Janeiro cruise, Brazil to Argentina. So this itinerary, our guests will be boarding on the 30th of December 2022 in Rio de Janeiro. They will be doing their check-in, get on board. They will be able to have dinner on board, enjoy the nightlife, entertainment on board. And then if they choose, they can also go into Rio de Janeiro, as our cruise does not disembark from Rio de Janeiro until the following day, 31st of December, New Year's Eve, in the afternoon. So they will have a full day on the 31st to enjoy Rio de Janeiro. And then in the afternoon, evening-ish, around 6, we will be leaving Rio de Janeiro and we will be heading to Copacabana, which is just a few hours away. We will be ringing in the new year at sea, docked about a kilometer from the Copacabana port, as during New Year's Eve, we are not permitted to dock. So we will be enjoying the festivities, the fireworks from the ocean with a great view of the Copacabana shoreline. Okay, so this will be a great opportunity. We have some great things planned for our guests for that night. So this is going to be an amazing way to end the 2022. We will be sailing 2 days at sea because we will be going from Brazil all the way down to Punta del Este, Uruguay. We will be arriving in Punta del Este, where guests will have an opportunity to spend the day in Punta del Este as well as overnight. We will be leaving on Wednesday, the 4th of January from Punta del Este. This is a great port during this time of year, as there is a lot going on in that port for guests to enjoy, okay? And then we will be spending the 5th, the Thursday, in Montevideo, Uruguay, which is the capital of Uruguay. Beautiful city with amazing architecture, amazing food, and of course, great wine for those of you who like some vino. And then on the 6th, we will be leaving Montevideo and we will be heading to Buenos Aires, Argentina. We will be spending the night, guests will be spending the night on board in Buenos Aires, so they will be able to enjoy the nightlife in Buenos Aires. And for those of you who are not familiar, of course, I'm a little bit biased because that's my background, but amazing food, amazing steak, amazing barbecue, amazing vino, and of course, great music and overall a great city. So this is a very exciting itinerary for us. It has been doing very well in terms of interest with our clients and bookings. So I highly recommend that you guys take a really good look at these itineraries for 2022. A lot of clients are getting ready and they want to look for cruises for the future. And so this is the opportunity where I think you really can make a difference in showcasing these itineraries and these products on your websites for your clients, in your newsletters, and taking advantage of the boom right now that cruises are experiencing in future sales, okay? We want to get to them now where our prices are still very, very, very reasonable. As the months go on and as the interest continues to increase, the prices will change, okay? So I'm just going to throw that out there, folks. Now, this is what our website looks like. If you go to the website and you put desire-experience.com, this is what you guys will see. At the top, we have this beautiful arrow that's showing you the tab that you would select that says Our Cruises. And in the drop-down menu, you're going to see the 4 available cruises that we have currently on sale, which is the October one and the 3 for 2022. And then you'll also be able to see the 3 cruises, past cruises. So we have the Venice, we have the Barcelona, and the Mediterranean. Okay, so those are the 3 cruises that you would be able to see in terms of previous cruises, so you can take a look at all the fun that we experienced on board those ships. Now, we select the cruise that we want. For this training purposes, we have selected the Lisbon Ibiza Cruise 2022 because it is an amazing itinerary. So we've selected that one from the drop-down menu. And as we can see, I apologize for repeating that, but we have the different tabs located, and we can see them with the yellow marker where it says Lisbon Ibiza cruise. We are currently on the landing page. This will give you a little breakdown of what guests can expect from the cruise. And this will be the same if you were to go to Greek Islands 2022 or if you were going to go to Riu. So all the landing pages have a wonderful description to bring to life what clients will experience when they're on board. The following tab will give you the what's included. It'll give you a breakdown of what we already spoke about. The premium beverage package, the restaurants, the 24-hour room service. I did not mention that. I do apologize. 24-hour room service is included, which is super important because we all like to be lazy, sleep in, and have breakfast brought to us, correct? After that, we will see the itinerary. That'll give you a wonderful description of what we just saw, as well as each port will give you a brief description. So if you're not familiar with some of the ports on our itineraries, you can always consult the website and you can always consult the slides or the flips on the pictures, and it'll give you a description of what guests can experience when they're at those ports. The rates page is super important. We love this rates page because it tells us, and we're going to take a look, it tells us what the price usually is, what it is right now, and if you book right now, how much you're going to save. Okay, so that's an important page to look at. Ship details, that'll give you detailed information about the suites, staterooms, about the specific ship, which we mentioned earlier is Azamara, and we use all 3 ships, Journey, Quest, and Pursuit. It also gives you descriptions of our restaurants, of the bars, and general information of the ship. The entertainment tab, that's a good entertainment tab. If you were to go to the Desire Rome Athens cruise leaving in October, you will see that tab already has the theme nights listed, as well as the daytime pool party theme. If you were to go to this cruise currently, you will not see the theme nights posted. We typically post these 6 to 7 months prior to sailing. We post the theme nights so guests can start looking at options and getting ready for those themes. Okay, so currently if you go there, you won't see theme nights. We haven't forgotten about it. It's just a little too early right now to post those. Extra services, this is where you're going to find the beverage package information that we spoke about, the premium beverage, which is included. And then, of course, the option to upgrade to the ultimate beverage package that offers everything that the premium does, plus everything that comes under the list of the ultimate beverage package, okay? That ultimate beverage package, there is an additional cost of $14.95 per person per day, and that is done directly on board, okay? House rules, those are exclusive to Original Group and Desire Cruises. So these are important things to look at as a travel agent, just so you guys are affiliates, just so you guys can take a look at the do's and don'ts, especially if it's your first time or you don't have that much experience promoting amazing and sensual products like ours. And then, of course, the FAQs. Those are also very valuable. I also recommend on your free time, go take a click on that one, and it gives you a lot of answers to some questions that you may or your clients may have. And then, of course, the other button that's super, super important is that reservation button. That's where you're going to book your clients through the affiliates, of course. Now, we talked about the rates page. So this rates page is what you guys are going to see for all of our Desire cruises. You're going to see the cabin category listed on the far left hand. Then you're going to see what the regular price. That's what the price of the cabin usually costs. However, we're currently running a discounted price. So that third column that says discounted price, that's the price that the client is going to be looking at if they're interested in purchasing a cabin. Okay. Now, the prices that are listed here do not include the port fees. Port fees are additional to the prices here. Where can I find the information for the port fees? If I was on the website right now and if I scrolled down this page, just at the bottom of this table of rates, you would see that the port information is located there, and it tells me that for staterooms it's $350 per person, and it also tells me that for suites it's $400 per person. Okay. And then the fourth column we see is the book now and save. That's the column that tells me if I was to book today the Club World Owner Suite, I'd be saving $1,500 because the price has been dropped currently. Okay. And then, of course, last but not least, that book now button. For all cruises that are sold out, we do have a wait list option. So if you have clients that are interested in one of the cabin categories and it's not currently available, there's 2 options. They can book a different cabin category and be put on the list for the cabin category that they want. If that becomes available, then they would just pay the price difference of the cabin they have booked and the cabin that they want, they're waitlisted for. Or the other alternative is for them not to book anything, just be put on the wait list for the cabin if it becomes available. If we do that, folks, clients do run the risk of not getting on the cruise, okay? So I highly recommend speak to your clients and let them know, hey, that one's sold out, but let me put you in the one just below or just above. And then if anything happens, I mean, if you're going to be put on a wait list for a cabin, you want to be booking something that's below that cabin category and then upgrade up because we don't offer downgrades. Okay. So if a client, for instance, in this case, if a client wanted to book the ocean suite and then the club spa suite became available, we're not going to offer the downgrade on that choice. Okay. So that's also important for you guys to know as well as your clients. Now I scroll down and this is what I told you guys would find when you scroll down underneath that rates tab, right? So it tells me here that my port fees are $400 for staterooms and $350 for suites. It also lets me know that currently for this cruise, the deposit necessary is $1,000 for staterooms and $3,000 for suites. There is a little bit of an adjustment that should be done here. It's actually $500 for staterooms and $1,500 for suites. Currently, that's also a promotion that we currently have right now. So this screenshot is not live. If you were to go live on our website, you would see the difference there for the initial deposit. Okay, so it's lower than what we have listed here, which is a great thing. Now, if I was to select the book now button or the reservations button, it's going to take me to our deck plans. Okay, and on the right side of the deck plan, it's going to give me a brief description of what cabin categories are available on that specific deck. So right here we have deck 4 selected and it has these cabin categories selected. If I was on deck 4 and I was looking for the description of the Club World Owner Suite, for example, and I don't see it in the description on the right side, that's because it doesn't exist on that deck. Okay, so don't rack your brains. Don't worry about emailing us or calling us and saying, I want a Club World Owner Suite on deck 4. If it's not there, it doesn't exist. You'll have to switch to another deck where the Club World Owner Suite is available. We've tried to make our booking process for our clients as easy as possible. So if it's not there, it's not on that deck. Okay. This also gives you the option of clicking on just below the picture. You can click to see the view, the floor plan. So the floor plan of that cabin will pop up, and that's a great tool for clients who have never been on cruises and want an idea of what the cabin would look like, or for clients that have been on cruises and just want to make sure that the cabin they're selecting is the one that they want. Okay. Just under the picture, it also lets me know that this cabin category, the ocean view, is also available on 2 other decks. Okay. So if I wanted to see a club ocean view on deck 6, I can just click that little 6 and it would take me to deck 6 and to see the ocean views on that deck. Okay. Now on the left side of this screen, and if we did it all in one slide, it would be too small to see. So that's why we've broken it up. But on the left side of the screen, this is what you're going to see. You're actually going to see the ship with all the cabins laid out. Again, as easy as we can. Green check mark means available. Red X means booked. Okay. So anything that has a green check mark is available. If we put our mouse over that specific cabin, it will give us a little breakdown. And we see that in that second picture in the middle. We've put the mouse over cabin 7008, and it's telling me that it's available. It's letting me know that it's a club veranda, and it's also letting me know the price. This price, again, does not include the port fees, okay? Until we've gotten to the final screen, which is the next one, where we're ready to book, that's where we will see our total charge with the port fees, okay? So we feel that this is super easy. We do not select the cabins for clients. It's not automatically generated. The client will specifically select the cabin that they want to be in. So as affiliates, as agents, if you are recommending cabins, I think it's also important for you to know, if we're looking at this deck plan, the left side of the page, the cabins with the even numbers, 04, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, et cetera, is port side. And the right side with the odd numbers is starboard side. Port side means, for those that are not familiar, that when we arrive to our ports, that is the side that it will be coming in on. So guests that are in that side will have a beautiful view of the ports as we're docking, as we're pulling in and pulling out. And on the right side, they'll have an amazing view when we're pulling in of the sea. And as we're pulling out, Sometimes, depending on where the port is and how it's situated, they will also get a view of the port. Okay, so I think that's also important for those of us who are maybe not familiar with our specific cruises, how our layout is. Left side is port side, right side is starboard side. Okay, the top of the page where it says available and not available, that's forward. Okay, that's the front of the ship. And then if I scroll down, that's going to be aft, which is the back of the ship. Alrighty. Now I've selected a cabin, and this is the next screen that comes up. Okay, it tells me this is the cabin that I want to book. Now with our 2022 cruises, we have now been able to get travel protection as an option for clients. So when the client selects the cabin, I've selected 7009, it takes me to the screen and it automatically has included the travel protection for me. And at the top, we can see where it says, please note, cruise plan protection of 220 US has been included in your deposit covering expenses related to medical emergencies, accidents, cancellation fees for 2 persons. Now, if I was to select the blue click here for details, it would open up and let you know what is included in terms of the travel protection, the main points and the coverages of what's included. Okay, so I also invite you guys to visit our website, select any cabin that's available, click on that just so you can kind of get an idea. If you don't offer travel protection or if you don't have it, clients can definitely purchase it for our cruises starting in 2022. Now, if the client decides that they do not want to purchase the travel protection, simply click quote again without plan protection, and those $220 that are listed under the deposit now will be eliminated. Okay, so right now it tells me that the deposit right now is $720. If I was to remove those $220, it would bring me down to the $500 deposit that I mentioned earlier, that comes with that when you book the Lisbon cruise. Okay. This gives you just a nice little breakdown of what the client is booking, the cruise that they're booking, the cabin type that they're booking, the cabin number that they're booking, maximum 2, as we are a couples only cruise. We do not have threesomes in our cabins, and we also do not have any single passengers. Okay. It reminds you the dates of the cruise, when it leaves and when it comes back, and it lets you know the total. So it tells me that the total is $82.55, and then in brackets, it tells me $89.55 with surcharges and plan protection. So that final price that we see in our in the brackets includes everything. I haven't taken away the travel protection, so it includes the $220 plus the $700 for port fees, the $350 per person for the staterooms. Okay. And then it gives me the breakdown of when the client will need to pay their balance payments. So we have the dates spread out, kind of like a payment schedule that clients can take a look at. This also comes on the confirmation letters. So clients can always refer to their confirmation letter of when their payments are due. We also have the option for the 2022 cruises for monthly payments. So just below this section, clients can also choose the monthly payments. I don't have it screenshotted here, but just underneath the enter promo code, and before you enter the client's detail, clients can select to pay this total monthly until the last payment date, which is February 7th, 2022. All righty. Just when I scroll down that page, I'm going to see this is the information that clients will fill out with their information in order to confirm their booking. It is preferable to have the first and last name as per passport, as that is how the cruise line needs us to send it to them. So it is preferable that when the booking is being made, that clients do have their passports handy. Alternatively, if they don't have their passport handy or it's about to expire and they want to make the reservation, that is not a problem. As long as they notify before the last payment date if there was any change in their middle name, or if they got married and they've changed their last name, they can let us know before the last payment date. Okay. And this link, media.original-group.com, is our media link where you guys can go in and select the cruise that you're looking to promote, hopefully all of them. And you can find the fact sheets. You can find high resolution pictures that you can download for your website or for any newsletters that you want to send. You'll be able to also find the videos that we have for each cruise that you can download and have on your websites as well. This is a great tool for you guys to use and have all of the information that you need to complement your websites when you are promoting the Desire cruises. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure you're tired of hearing me blabber on and on. So thank you very much for listening to me. Monse, do we have any questions that were answered that we want to highlight, or any questions that have not yet been answered and we should maybe get to?
Thank you, Silvina, for all. Everybody has been so quiet. Don't be shy.
Really?
Yes, we had a couple questions and they got an answer, but let's see. We have one right now. They were just asking if we have videos or support marketing. Yes, but you have already right there the video, the media site. So,
Yes, that's the media site that you guys can use. Media.original-group.com.
so
Either I answer all the
no
questions
more
during the
questions.
presentation, or they are all asleep.
I hope not.
I hope it's the first.
Well, if nobody has questions, Silvina, thank you so much. And well, now that you all know about the Desire Cruises, don't forget that we have amazing commissions going from 10 to 11%. And you have all the material for the banners, the links in your dashboards. Please start posting. And in case you need a
Sorry,
walkthrough, let me know.
sorry, Monty, it's
Yes.
10 to 18%. You said 10 to 11, 10 to 18.
Sorry, 18. Sorry.
Come on now, don't scare my people.
I was trying to get everybody awake, but only you catch that. No, I'm just kidding. 10 to 18%. Sorry.
Awesome. Well, for my part, I want to thank you guys again for taking the time to listen to me. And I hope that you guys have been able to learn something new. If you've already tuned into this webinar before in the past, or if it's your first time, I hope that I was able to answer any questions, doubts that you may have had. If not, you have Bertine's email as well there. And of course, you can always send me an email. I'm sure, Monse, if you can put it in the chat. And if you guys have any questions, I'd be more than happy to assist you with our cruises. Thank you guys very much. Have a
Silvina, sorry.
Yeah, I'm here.
We just got one question.
Yay! I am single and looking. Oh, that's not the question, right? I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint you. But no, actually, they're asking if a client can bring his own alcohol preference.
In terms of bringing alcohol on board, guests are permitted to bring one bottle of alcohol on board for consumption. They can consume that in their staterooms with no charge. If they consume it outside of their stateroom, there is a corkage fee. After that one bottle upon boarding, clients cannot bring their own alcohol on board. If clients purchase alcohol while they are at ports, which a lot of our clients do, that is not a problem. However, when you board the ship from your excursion or from your outing, the ship will tag it and they will hold on to it for you until the last day, where they will send it to your cabins on the last day for you to pack up and take back with you. But clients are not allowed to bring unlimited amounts of beverages, alcoholic beverages, or any kind of beverages on board, with the exception of the one that's permitted the day that they board.
Thank you, Silvina. And we have the last question, and I think what it says is that if a passenger has a contract about rules and cancellation.
Yeah, so on every confirmation letter, and actually I'm going to go back a little bit here. So this screen where the client enters their information, if we were to scroll down a little bit more on the screen, there's a box that says, I agree to the terms and conditions above, the traditional legal T&Cs. There's a hyperlink that you can definitely click on, and you can take a look at the cancellation policy. There's not a standard policy, because for each cruise is different sailings in different times. So the cancellation and penalties vary depending on the dates of the cruise and the dates of the bookings. So you can always click on the cruise that you're interested in, select any cabin, go straight to this page as if you were going to book, scroll all the way down. You don't have to enter any information, just scroll all the way down and click the hyperlink in blue that says click here to view T&Cs or terms and conditions, and that will come up. What you see there is what the client will receive in their confirmation letter. Now, currently, the October 2021 cruise is set to sail. The 2022 cruises are set to sail. There are currently no exceptions being made for COVID for any of our cruises that are currently on sale. They are, by the cruise line, they have not been canceled, so we don't cancel them. And as of right now, they're not in any danger, so to speak, of being canceled. So client that is booking right now is booking under the terms and conditions that are stipulated in their confirmation letter. Now, I want to mention this for those new people that haven't booked cruises with us before. Sadly, we did have to cancel 3 Desire cruises, 2 in 2020, and our June cruise was canceled because the cruise line has said that they're not sailing until July, and our cruise was sadly set to sail at the beginning of June. So they canceled our cruise for, they canceled the cruise sailing. Now, these cruises were canceled due to force majeure, due to the pandemic, and for those cruises that were canceled, we gave options to the clients that had confirmed cabins and fully paid or up-to-date payments for their cabins. We gave them the options. We gave them the following options. Now, this is what we did in the past for the past cruises that were affected by COVID and were canceled due to force majeure by the cruise line. One of the options was to transfer their cabin to one of our future cruises. And we gave them also, a little bit of a bonus, a little bit of an extra bonus for onboard spending. The other option for the clients was to keep it as credit and for them to decide at a future date where or which cruise they wanted to choose, because at the moment that the cruises were canceled, they still weren't ready to take the decision of where they wanted to move that money to and to what cruise. So they have it as credit on file. And the other option, of course, is the option to get a full refund of the monies that they had paid. So those were the options that we offered for our past clients for the cruises that have been canceled. Now, I mention this because currently today, our cruises are not being canceled. Now, I repeat, protocols have also not been confirmed for our sailing. When that time comes, and when the protocols that the cruise line tells us, this is what's going to happen in October, we at that point will have options available for clients, okay? And why do I say this? And again, this is all hypothetical because until we've been given protocols, we don't know what it's going to be, okay? It could be if everybody's vaccinated and somebody doesn't want to get vaccinated because it goes against their religion, it goes against their personal beliefs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We will make sure to have options available for those different protocols that may come up for our sailing. Okay, so I can't give you anything concrete right now. What we do ask is if you're booking a cruise, make sure as a client, and when they call us, we make sure that you have your payments up to date. At the end of the day, the cruises that were canceled, refunds were applied. Clients that don't, at the end of the day, a cruise that has not been canceled, clients that fail to pay, the system automatically cancels the booking. So we want to avoid this and make sure that payments are being made as per confirmation letter. There are some clients also that have asked us, hey, can I push back the payment 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month? And we are very flexible where and when we can be. And we do look at those cases case by case with the clients when they arise. Okay, so we have been flexible in pushing back payment dates for clients that might be experiencing some financial issues. But the important thing is communication. We need clients, our affiliates, our agents to communicate with us and try and figure out the best solution for everyone involved, the clients, the travel agents, the affiliates, as well as Original Group. I hope that's answered the question. And I'm sorry that I can't give you more concrete in terms of, protocols, but I hope that's kind of helped in your question.
Thank you so much, Silvina. And well, thank you everybody. And don't hesitate to contact us if you have any questions. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.